Class 2 English Language Lesson The Sentence. Question Sentence Day 5. Good morning, friends. Your friend is back. Hope you all are fine. In the previous class, we have learned about WH words which are a part of the question sentence. We have learned how to write a question sentence using capital letters in the beginning of a sentence and a question mark. Today, I will tell you the meaning of each WH words. I have some WH words. I start with which. Which is a WH word and the meaning of which is choice. Choice means option. Okay. So what will be the question? Which color do you want? Which color? Either red or pink or blue. So this becomes a question and we add a question mark at the end of this question. We come to next one, who. Now who is also a WH words. The meaning of who is person. It is talking about person or pointing to a person. Who opened the door? Who is a WH words. W is capital and then at the end we add a question mark. We come to next one, that is where. Where talks about place. Where do you live? Talking about place, either house or you stay in any other garden. So where do you live? So where is a question and we add a question mark. Now you see here, the next one is why. Why is also a type of a question and it's a WH word. Meaning of why is reason. It is asking about reason. Why do you say that? Why are you talking? All these asks about the reason. And why is a WH word and we add a question mark at the end. Next is when. When talks about time. When did he arrive? When did he arrive? It can be 6 o'clock. It can be 4 o'clock. Talking about time. Okay. Or we talk about in the morning, in the afternoon, all these things. Next is what. What talks about or meaning is about object or idea or action. For example, what are you doing? If you have noticed that in your class the teacher asks you usually, what are you doing, Arush? What are you doing, Kaushal? All these things the teacher asks. So what are you doing? What becomes a question and we add a question mark at the end. Next is whose. Talking about possession. Whose book is this? We normally say that whose book is this? Whose pen is this? Whose bag is this? Okay. Talks about possession or things. So whose is a question and we add a question mark at the end of the sentence. Question or WH question is whom. Whom talks about person. We're talking about person. Whom did you see? Whom is telling that which person you saw. So whom did you see? Question mark. Then how talks about manner. How did you go? How did you study? Okay, or talks about manner, the way of doing. That is, then we add a question mark at the end of this question. Then there are some other words which are used as question words. You want to learn? Yes. Such as can, have, will, should, may, could, would, shall, do, did. Now tell me, children, how do we make these words as questions? When we write these words in the beginning of a sentence, we make these words as question sentences or question words. And we add a question mark at the end of a sentences. Now how to start? For example, if I say, will you go to the market? We put the word will in the beginning of a sentence. It becomes a question and we add a question mark. Next, may I come in, ma'am? You usually say when you go to a washroom or toilet, you say to your teacher, may I come in, ma'am? So may becomes a question in the beginning of a sentence and then we add a question mark. Next is, do you go to the school? Do becomes a question and we add a question mark. Can you speak English? We write can, it becomes a question word, and we add a question mark at the end of a sentence. There are other words like these words which can be turned as question words, which you will learn in class 3. Now I will show you how to write question sentences in one of the exercises. Now you see, it is written, put capital letters and question marks to make sentences. You have to make question sentences. Now when you do this work in your exercise copy or book, you will write the heading, the sentences, chapter the sentences using a color pencil, and you will write classwork, date, and you will write this heading and you can underline with a color pencil. Now how to start? First one is, what are you doing? Now here they have said you have to put capital letters and question mark. So first, already the question is there, but I have to make this into capital letter. So I will write, the first one is that, what are you doing? So I will make the question as capital. The first letter, that is W, will be capital. What are you doing? Then I will add a question mark to make the sentence a question sentence. The next is, who is your best friend? Why are you talking? How are you? Next is your, when do you go to school? Okay, so all these exercises you will do in your exercise book. You will do this exercise in your exercise book as a classwork. You will write neatly. Write the heading. The heading, you can use color pencils. Write date and classwork. And after, when you finish, you will draw a line with a pencil and a ruler. You can use color pencils to highlight capital letters and question mark. In the next class, I will show you how to write question sentence from jumbled words. Till then, goodbye and take care.